at all.
A few has been started.
I thought you said there was none.
Not in my local government, none. Okay. In my local government.
But in other local governments,
for instance, if you were to come into Akwa Ibom,
you have it in other local governments.
I will mention one. If you were to come to Akwa Ibom through the airport, on your way to town, you will see a road leading to a local government called Siratai. He started something there at the beginning of this administration, 3.5 years earlier. And up to now, I'm not sure he had done 2 kilometers. It would start a road and abandon it. That is why it's called a government of groundbreaking. All they do is groundbreaking. Now, let's talk about the industry, because you mentioned...
no, I think I want to correct that.
We'll come back to you. Just calm down.
You'll get your... He mentioned coconut factory. Look, Akwa Ibom is known for oil palm. Akwa Ibom is known for cassava. Akwa Ibom is not an oil, is not a coconut area. That we don't have coconut. Akwa Ibom is not coconut belt. Akwa Ibom is not Badagry. Now, if the state government wanted to do agri-led industrialization, it should have started with what we have. When that widow in the Bible had a problem and he asked the man of God for help, the man of God was asking, what is it that you have? God always uses what we have to help us. Now this man comes and he says he wants to do industrialization, and he's beginning a nursery for coconut. A nursery.
Okay. Let's get your response now.
Instead of starting with cassava,
where he comes from, the people live on coconut. If you drive around from our back to where he comes from, on the road, you have heaps of coconut harvested and sold on a daily basis. Heaps. You are going to Port Harcourt, that's what you find. And you don't sit on television to tell this kind of a story. In any case, what is wrong with having a coconut when you know the value of the product? Coconut oil is the highest priced oil in the world today. It is priced better than any other oil. So that is not the issue. The issue is that the APC will never see anything done in Akwa Ibom State, because he keeps saying, I don't want to talk politics, I'm talking about the development of my state. I wonder who is not talking about the development of his states. The projects that the governor has, like I said, Akwa Ibom power plant is not owned by Akwa Ibom State government. It is all owned by Mobile Producing. It is an investors program, because this is what Governor Odobe Manuel is doing. He's providing the infrastructure for people to come in to invest in the state.
How many investors has he been able to attract to your
state?
Several.
I can tell you. They are farming rice in local government. The Akwa Ibom power plant is an investors program. There is the deep sea port program, which the investors have come in now to take over the industrial park. It's a huge project, and those investors are working on their own in the park right now. There's the oil tank facility in Ibom. He says he doesn't know. How can he's not there?
So he talked about roads. Because he hammered on that one, roads that were started and not completed, like that one near the airport. He said 3.5 years ago.
He doesn't know the place. How does he know?
But is it true that the road was started 3.5 years ago and it's not gone 2 kilometers? That's what he says.
The road has been completed. Toron. You drive on that road, Toron, to Oron today.
Have you driven on that?
To the extent that there is an area which I think it is even NDDC that did solar lighting on a particular portion of the road. It has since been completed. Would they do solar lighting on the road that has not been completed? I say he doesn't know the place.
What are you doing?
No, you were asking me a question.
Have you driven on that road?
I live in Akwa Ibom. I use the Akwa Ibom airport. I say this road takes off from a roundabout into Nsiratai and can also go to Oron. If this were a phone-in program, you would have heard people.
No, but why should people believe you?
Are driven along?
Yes, I say it's not done up to 2 kilometers. It's not completed.
Okay, hold on. Since you say it's a phone-in program, let me read this to you, because this person says, I am an independent. I have no party allegiance at national level, nor do I have or at state. I'm not of the APC or PDP, but the Akwa Ibom government has done well. Ibom should stop defending the undefendable.
No,
this is
lying.
Coming from
what has he done well?
Reverend Jew.
No. What has he done? What has the Akwa Ibom state government done well? Akpabio had said in December last year, all is not well. Atta launched his book just only 2 weeks. Atta launched his book. I did not interrupt you. Atta launched his book. Atta launched his book to mark his birthday just about 2-3 weeks ago. In that book, Atta was evaluating government, his own government, Akpabio's government, and when he came to Udom, he said Udom's government is a mystery, that they have not seen anything on ground to justify his stay in the Hilltop mansion. It's in Atta's book. And then I want to also let you know, this governor has budgeted 2 trillion naira since he came in. 4 budgets, 2 trillion. Now, out of this, you cannot tell me you have found anything on ground to justify 2 trillion. Let us even say that the budget was not fully funded. Let's say they were funded 50%. That would still be about 1 trillion naira. Is there anything in Akwa Ibom that you can come and see, other than what Atta and Akpabio did, that can amount to 1 trillion? What he's talking about, say, investors have come in, several, which investor has come in? Has he done anything? This man has turned his back on every form of infrastructure that he inherited. He has not moved 1 inch about any form of infrastructure. No road, the road that was going to Aba, from Uyo through Correspondence to Aba, he has abandoned it.
Is there an electric digital metering company in your state?
That is a private investment. But let me even tell you the story about that.
Was it initiated by this administration?
No, he inherited it. It was not initiated by this administration. He inherited it. But let me even tell you.
Was it comatose at some point and then brought back to operation?
It was in the process of being set up. And it was fully set up. It was fully set up under his administration. But let me tell you the story.
Is it selling meters today?
No, the company has even suspended production. Why?
Okay.
Because they couldn't sell the meters in Akwa Ibom.
Is there a syringe manufacturing company in Akwa Ibom?
Pardon me?
Syringe.
Syringe? Oh. That one is even a funny story. That syringe, even though it's a cottage industry, that is the kind of thing Pop and Dad would do, even though it's a cottage industry, it's an assembly plant. It's an assembly plant. Nothing is made in Nigeria.
Is it giving jobs to the people of your state?
What a cottage assembly plant, how many jobs can it create? A cottage assembly plant.
How many jobs
how many jobs can it create?
How many jobs is it creating?
Nothing is done in Nigeria. Everything is imported.
Even if
the needle is imported.
Even if it created 3 jobs, it is 3 people.